Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product based business owners maximize their sales by creating a consistent social media content strategy that includes going live. I have been on social media creating content since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to save money strategically. Well, in 2020, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start side hustles? Can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to make more money? So in 2020, I accidentally became a business coach. My business coach was like, hey, Crystal, you're my star student. Can you come coach the people in my program? And I was like, huh? I accidentally became a business coach. So what had happened was from 2020 to 2023, forward facing, I was your coupon girl. I was teaching women how to money intentionally, build up their bank accounts. My clients were paying off cars, they were buying RVs, they were paying off college. But behind the scenes, I was taking on one-on-one and group coaching clients and teaching them how to take the ideas from their brains and turn it into a business. Well, I fell in love with being a business coach. Why? Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. I fell in love with helping women change their life one business at a time, $1 at a time. So in 2023, I had a come to Jesus moment with myself, and I said, I don't want to be known as the couponing girl. I want to be known as the woman who helps women start and grow their businesses using social media. So I decided to switch my niche and become a business coach. Well, in 2024, I said, you know what? I need to be more specific. Business coaching is way too broad. Yes, I can help people from A to Z, but what is my secret sauce? So as a business owner, I said with myself, I said, what is my secret sauce? What makes me special as a business coach? What sets me apart from everyone else in the industry? What do I do differently? The answer to that question was content. The answer to that question was content. I looked at my results and I was a content machine. I looked at the clients that I helped and I helped them mostly with their content. If I can teach my 60-year-old mother how to create Instagram reels and she got actual clients, my mom's a seamstress, and actual sewing clients where she made dresses from scratch and she did alterations from her Instagram reels. My mother got clients from her reels. I can help anyone with social media. I to date have posted over 1,000 videos across both of my YouTube channels, TikTok and Instagram. Close to 2,000 videos, honestly. As far as going live, I've gone live since 2019. I've gone live across all of my platforms over 1,000 times. 1,000 times have I showed up live on the internet. Now, a bunch of those, a quarter of those, about 300 of those lives were in my private group. I used to have a membership. I was going live about 3 times a week at one point in that membership. But a live is a live. And then I've gone live publicly almost 700 times, which is absolutely insane to think about. So from all of that content I've created, almost 2,000 videos, over 1,000 live streams, I've made close to $400,000. I still haven't done my 2024 numbers. I think we might have crossed 400,000. I'm not sure yet, but I'm very close to hitting $400,000 in totality of my business since I started earning money in 2019. I've made over $35,000 from YouTube, Google AdSense. I've made money from affiliates. I've done 4-figure and 5-figure brand deals. And I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars from my coaching, my classes, memberships, workshops, boot camps, one-on-one coaching, group coaching. I sold one course and made $1,000, but I'm not a course girl. I'm a coaching and teaching kind of girly. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars all from social media. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars because of my content. All of my brand deals have come from my content. Almost all of my news interviews, I've been on the news over 20 times, came from my content. Now, I did send an email out to a newscaster after I did a pitch competition, and one of the people was like, hey, I used to work at this news station. You should send them an email, tell them what you do, so when they need someone to like kind of do your type of segments, you can be that person. So I sent that email, I sent over my YouTube channel, and they booked me on the news multiple times. Over 12 times I was on that news station. But everything else has come from my content. Content has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's so powerful when you are intentional about it. And I'm not just talking about earning from the platform. I don't make a lot of money from TikTok. I think I've made less than probably $300 from the TikTok platform. Now, YouTube is bae. I've made over $35,000 from YouTube. But I have made the bulk of my money regardless from selling my products, selling my services. So this live is for business owners, people who sell a product or a service, and you want to be able to show up more on social media. You want to be able to create consistent content on social media. Darnisha says, I can't wait to work with you. Yay! I'd love to work with you. Tell me a little bit more about you. What's your business? Or are you looking to start a business? Tell me in the chat, what's your business? Or are you looking to start a business? Now, I'm live on all my platforms. So that comment's on YouTube, but I'm also live on TikTok, Instagram, both my YouTube channels and my Facebook page. So if you see me jumping around, that's why. But this live is for you if you have a business, meaning you sell a product or a service and you want to use social media as your way to market. If you have a business, you should have social media marketing. Even if you have a storefront, you should have social media. Social media is so huge in our world today. You are missing out on tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars by not utilizing social media to your benefit as a business owner. And in today's live, I want to talk to you about how you can create a social media strategy for your business. Okay. Now, I've yapped for almost 10 minutes because I'm a yapper. I need to know who's here in the room. My lives are very interactive. If this is your first time, again, welcome. But my lives are very interactive. I like to feed off of the energy of the viewers. So what I would like for you to do is to let me know in the comments where you're working from, where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then tell me in the comments, what is your business? What is your business? Okay. What is your business? What do you sell? Okay. So I'm in Orlando, Florida. It's actually pretty cold here. It's 48 degrees. Yes, my heat is on. Okay. My heat is on in Orlando, Florida. And like I said, I am a content coach who helps business owners maximize their sales by creating a consistent content strategy that includes going live. Okay. That's what I do. I've been business coaching since 2020. I have been coaching in general since 2019 is when I took my first coaching clients. And I have been creating content since 2018. So I created content for 8 months before I actually started selling my very first membership. So I need to know who's here. So don't be shy. I respond to all comments. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your business is. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to take a sip of water while you guys comment, and I'm going to dig into how to create a social media strategy for your business. Because in 2025, you want to be on social media if you have a business, a brick and mortar business or online business. It doesn't matter. You want to be utilizing social media in every way possible if you have a business, period. Okay. So let's start with the first thing. When it comes to creating a social media strategy, some people get a little annoyed with me when I say this. Some people don't believe this, but honestly, as someone who has basically kind of started 2 businesses at this point, this is something that I feel is so important. I see your comments popping up. Let me get through this tip and then I'm coming to the comments. So stay right there. My first tip for you, if you're building a social media strategy for your business, is to choose one main social media platform that is going to be your bread and butter. You can absolutely have a secondary platform, but when you are building a social media strategy for your business, you need to build your audience in one place. Where are you going to put your content? Long form or short form, it doesn't matter. What is your one main platform? With the impeding TikTok ban, if TikTok is your number 1, you need a number 2, definitely. But one main social media platform to focus on. For me, my main platform is YouTube. What does that mean? That means I only rack my brain to create content for YouTube. If I decide to repurpose that content on any other platform for any other reason, I do that. Right now, today, what does my content strategy look like for one platform? I only create one pre-recorded YouTube video per week, 8 to 10 minutes. At this point today, right now, I don't even do shorts, one long form video, and then I go live 4 times a week. My lives are replayed on my YouTube channel. So that means I have 5 pieces of content going up on my YouTube channel. When I go live, I also go live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and my couponing YouTube channel. It doesn't cost me anything extra. I don't have to think about Reels ideas. I don't think about TikTok ideas. I don't think about what I'm posting on Facebook. I'm not. I only think about what content am I posting on YouTube? What do I want my lives to be? And then I go live everywhere. When I'm building my audience, I'm only focusing on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. Build a Business with Chris. The replays will be there. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it. I don't care about TikTok followers. If you follow me, great. If you follow me on Instagram, great. I love you. I love all of my followers. But my goal and where I'm focused on right now is YouTube. So you want to be laser focused in one platform to build your audience. Because if you do not have an audience, you have no one to sell to. Okay? No one to sell to. All right. Let's see. On YouTube, Lakeisha says she's in Ranson, West Virginia. I'm actually from Baltimore. I sell homemade dog treats. Oh, I love that. Leopard Dog Bakery, and it's 23 degrees outside. Girl, I understand. I just talked to my mama in Baltimore, and she was like, girl, it's frozen out here. I said, did it snow again? She said, no, but it's so cold. Everything is frozen. She told me it's 21 degrees. So I grew up in Baltimore, so I'm very familiar with that weather. I do not miss it, and I pray that you stay warm. We have Pretty Thrift Pimp from Chicago. You're a salon owner looking for marketing tips to recruit stylists for booth rent. Okay. Love that. So really quickly, I would say when you're looking to get stylists, you want to more so set it up like, I don't want to say in a job, but more so like a job, like an opportunity. Like if you are a stylist, here's a booth that you could have. So I would be creating content around the sense of like, what does being in your salon feel like? What is the atmosphere of your salon? What types of stylists are you looking to add to your salon? Post that type of content. You could also go through in the Chicago area, go through Instagram or TikTok or even Facebook to see if there's any home stylists in your area. And you can generally reach out to them to see if they are interested in coming into the salon. Does that make sense? Thank you so much for sharing. Hopefully that was helpful. Let's see. If you're on TikTok, you can also fill out this form to get on my email list. And to also get the link to work with me. Let's see, where else? Who else is here? Where are you watching from? And what is your business? Thank you to everyone who is shared so far. So, one main platform. You cannot be everywhere. When you're starting out, less is more. If you are trying to post on every single platform, you're taking yourself away from the main thing, which is making sales in your business. You cannot start off trying to post on every platform. I've been doing this for 6 years now, and I don't post on every platform. And even when I had my VA, I still didn't post on every platform. Like I had her posting on 1 or 2 platforms, and I was focused always on YouTube. YouTube is always my main focus. And if I decide to post, like I've been posting random stuff on TikTok lately. But if I decide to post on TikTok, great. If I decide to post on Instagram, great. But it's not my main focus. Hey, thank you so much for joining. Let us know where you're watching from and what your business is. Okay. So that's tip number 1. If you're creating a social media strategy for your business, okay? One main platform. And just make sure when you're posting in the groups, you are not just saying like, who wants to come in my salon? Really let them see, let them feel what the atmosphere of your salon is. I will be sharing my content from that angle. And at the end of it saying, like booth space is available. Like show your salon how great it is, what it entails, what type of people you're looking for to work in the salon. And then, at the very end, like, if you're in the Chicago area and you're looking for a new home, this is how you can contact me. Kia is here. Hey, Kia, North Carolina, bath and body care business. You were here the other day, right? Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for joining us. So my next tip for you when you are coming up with a social media strategy for your business, my next tip for you, decide what your goal is for the next 90 days. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about this. We're going to go a little bit deeper in this, okay? Because I'm going to rant a little bit because there's some things that I really can't stand that business owners do on social media, but I feel like it's really because they just don't know. They do what they see other people do. They don't know what they don't know, so they're just trying. And I'm not saying this from a judgy standpoint. I'm saying this from a standpoint of let me help you be better, okay? So you want to decide your goal for the next 90 days. If you are just starting, meaning you have less than 100 followers, your goal should be to build an audience. Why? You cannot sell to an empty room. Let me give you an analogy. Let's just say we're going to use Lakeisha. Lakeisha, I hope you don't mind. Lakeisha sells homemade dog treats. So let's just say Lakeisha rents out an auditorium that seats 1,000 people, okay? She is going to bring her homemade dog treats. She got 200 dog treats that she's trying to sell. She just slaved all night making these dog treats for the past 3 days, and she wants to sell 200 of them. She rents out this auditorium that seats 1,000 people. She comes in. She sets up her table. She puts out her tablecloth. She shows the video of her making the treats. She has a video showing all of her ingredients and why they're better than the treats that we can buy in the store. She sets up all the treats. She got a family member or two helping her. She got her cash set up so that she can give change. She got her iPad ready to take payment. There's a convention of dog owners out front. There's 100,000 dog owners out front having a full-on party, okay, outside of the auditorium. But her auditorium seats 1,000 and no one knows she's there. She didn't send an email. She didn't make a sign. She didn't yell. She didn't make a video. No one knows she's there. She set up her table and she stands there and she says, who's ready to buy a dog treat? Will she make a sale? In the comments, yes or no. Is she selling her 200 dog treats in this auditorium? Yes or no. There's 100,000 people outside, but they don't know she exists. Is she selling a dog treat? Yes or no? The Claw says, Austin, Texas here. Our product is custom designed iPhone cases, a proprietary patent pendant. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Kristen says no. Who else? Is Lakeisha selling a dog treat? Is she going to sell a dog treat? The answer is absolutely not. No one knows she exists. No one knows she's in that room. That is what you do when you start an Instagram with your mother, your high school friend, and your cousin following you. And your first post is, buy my lotion, buy my dog treat. No one knows you exist. There's no one in your audience. You can't sit around and think that going viral is going to save you. No one knows you exist. So what should you do, right? In your first 90 days, you should have a goal. If you are this person who's really at zero, less than 100 followers, your goal is audience growth. If you already have 500 to 1,000 followers, your goal is going to be sales. And you're going to focus on that for the next 90 days. But for you jump out there and try to sell a dog treat, you got to build an audience. So what are we going to do with our auditorium? We're going to open the door, number one. We're going to print out a sign to let people know I'm selling homemade dog treats. These are the type of dog treats that we have. If you're interested in learning more about my process and about the dog treats, come in the room. We're going to open the door. Lakeisha's going to stand outside the door. She's going to start talking to the dog owners, not saying, come buy my dog treats. She's going to start off by asking them, because everybody out here has a dog. What kind of dog do you have? What's your dog's name? Do you have a picture? What kind of treats do you feed them? Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, I'm going to be doing a presentation in a little bit, and I'm going to be telling you about my dog treats. They do this and this and this and this. Do you want to hear more? Of course they want to hear more. These people love their dogs. And if they can feed their dog something healthy and good that's going to make their dog excited, they want to hear about it. So next thing you know, Lakeisha keeps talking. Her room is filling up. The dog owners love this, so they're texting their friends to tell their friends to come in. She looks up, there's 500 people in the room. She only want to sell 200 dog treats. And some of these people got 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. Okay. So once there's 500 people in the room, Lakeisha starts her presentation. She does not start off saying, buy my dog treats, buy my dog treats, buy my dog treats. No, she tells her story of why she started making dog treats, why her dog treats are better, what's included in her dog treats, why they are good for the dog, why they make your dog happy, why they're different from what's on the market. Does this make sense? Yes or no? If this makes sense, tap the screen on TikTok. Yes in the comments if this makes sense. Your goal for the next 90 days when it comes to building an audience is to focus on the why. The why is why people will buy, okay? You have to have an audience of people who want to buy what you are selling before you sell. You can't rush. You cannot rush to sell. So if you are creating products, before the products are created, you want to start your social media audience talking about that industry, okay? You make custom iPhone cases, talk about iPhone cases, talk about phone cases, the good, the bad, the ugly cases that are really safe for our phone look like crap. So you decided, you tell your story about why you started making these phone cases. Why did you start making your bath and body products? Why are they different than what's on the market? You just want to share the why, okay? As you're building an audience, because people ask me all the time, how do you build an audience? You share connection content. You want to create content that's going to attract the person that wants to buy what you're selling. I'm a content coach. I'm going to help you create a content strategy that includes live to make sales in your business. What do I share on social media? Content, sales, growing a business, starting a business. Why? Because I'm attracting you, business owners and potential business owners who want to use social media to grow their business. So then when I have an offer like my live boot camp that's happening at the end of this month, you are ready to buy it if you have a business and you want to create content and you want to go live to make sales. Does this make sense? Yes or no? So you want to choose a goal for the next 90 days. If you're starting early, you haven't really made a lot of sales, you don't have an audience at all, your goal for the next 90 days is to just build an audience. When you are sharing the connection content, you're going to be bringing people in who want to buy what you are selling. If you try to sell with no audience, you probably will make a few sales, but it's not going to be consistent, okay? You want to make sure there's people there before you start selling. So your goal should be to build an audience. You not once are telling people what you have to buy. Now, during this time, you can build a wait list. Hey, I'm going to be launching my dog treats on my birthday, February 15th. So if you want to be the first to know when my dog treats are available for you to purchase, go ahead and put your name on this email list. I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I'm in the mood. I'm feeling what I'm saying, right? You can have a wait list. Let people give you their name and their email so you know that they're interested in buying your product when it launches. But you have to have a goal, right? You can't start off trying to build the audience and sell or just sell. It's not going to work. You're selling to no one. I want you to think of the empty auditorium. You're not going to get a sale because no one knows you exist. You cannot start a website in the middle of the night and think people are going to buy from you. You're not Beyonce. You can't drop it in the middle of the night and get sales. It does not work like that. The only exception to that is Etsy, because Etsy is a marketplace. Think of Etsy as the mall. You want to buy a pair of jeans. In the old days, you'd go to the mall. So you're going to go look at Macy's. You're going to go look at JCPenney. You're going to go to, we have Rue 21, Forever 21, Wet Seal, Charlotte Russe. That's what Etsy is. Etsy is a mall. So people are going there looking for things and they might find your profile. Outside of Etsy, and even still when you get on Etsy, people pay to be at the top. You want to be on the back last page, okay? So you're probably not going to get a sale the first day. Let's be so for real. You got to be for real with yourself. You need an audience, even with an Etsy shop. You want to have an audience and drive traffic to your website, not to Etsy because they got too many damn fees. You got to have an audience of people. No one is going to KristenMaximizer.com unless I send them, unless they've watched a live, unless they've watched a pre-recorded video. They're on my email list and they are going to my website to buy something specific. I'm not Amazon. I'm not Walmart. I'm not Target. I'm not Ulta, and neither are you. No one knows you exist. I've worked very hard for 6 years, and I still only have 100,000 people in my audience across all platforms. I'm saying only, but 100,000 is a lot of people, right? I've been working my butt off. Now, do some people's audiences grow faster than others? Absolutely, and that's okay. But I want you to think that that's the exception and not the rule. No one is an overnight success. If you see an overnight success, they've been putting in work for years. You look at Keith Lee, he was putting in work for years. Not necessarily the type of work that we know him for, but he was grinding in a shit ton of areas in his life. Then he decided on something. He was on Ronnie's pregnancy cravings for almost a year, right? So you've got to put that work in, and then you will see the results, the fruits of your labor. So this tip was simply choose your goal for the next 90 days. And for most of us, the goal is to build an audience, get people into your platform before you sell. Man, please call me out every time. Man, please, every time I'm on your live, call me out. Listen, I'm doing it with love because I want you to make money in 2025. My goal is to help women make money. My goal is to serve. I have a number of clients that I want to serve this year. I want to serve like 50 one-on-one clients this year, and I want to help you make a shit ton of money. Okay. In order to do that, we got to set up the process. We got to set up the strategy. There's so much money to be made out here. There's so many problems to solve out here. You want to make sure that you position yourself appropriately to help somebody solve their problem. My next tip for you, which is going to help you with the content. I know I'm a little bit ranty, okay? I'm a little bit ranty, but go with me. My next tip for you is going to help you with content. Create content pillars, okay? I got to build my audience. It's so hard for me. What's so hard for you to, why does it feel hard for you to build your audience? Why do you feel like it's hard? Or what's so hard about it? Create content pillars. Content pillars are 3 to 5 topics that you will talk about around your business. Okay? 3 to 5 topics that you're going to talk about around your business. So when I was a money savings coach, my content pillars were couponing, budgeting, meal planning, strategic shopping, and literally saving money. Those are my 5 content pillars. So I could motivate, inspire, and educate around couponing, budgeting, meal planning, strategic shopping, and saving money. All of that under the guise of I'm a money savings coach. Okay. As a business coach, right? Specifically a content coach. My content pillars now: social media, going live, making sales, growing your business. I can motivate, educate, and inspire in those 4 areas. And that is going to attract my ideal client. Does this make sense? Yes or no? You are a bakery owner, okay? So your content pillars could be your ingredients, the type of treats that you bake. What makes your bakery different? Like, what's your secret sauce? Your packaging. That could be your content pillars if you own a bakery. So what 3 to 5 topics can you talk about within your business industry? That's the type of content that you want to create. Mona, how are you? Yeah, I've been on for about 25 minutes, so I've been going in a little, so you might have to watch the replay. Kia says, I'm trying to make content that's tell my story. I feel awkward on camera figuring out what to say. Why did you start this business? Why is it important? Why is it helpful? Start with that. Connection content is the what and the why of your business, the what and the why of your industry, the what's and the why of your story. That's it. That's all. Why did you start this business? Why is it helpful? What problem does it solve? How does it solve the problem? Why is it different from everything else? That's it. That's it. You just want to think about it as like, okay, my business solves a problem. What problem does it solve? Why does my audience need to hear about this? the what and the why of your business, the what and the why of your industry, the what and the why of your story. Me too, I'm camera shy. I can go live. Plus, I live in the trenches. People are going to judge. Ma'am, people really don't care. Get a find a white wall in your house. If you don't got a white wall, hang up a sheet. Simple. We sometimes worry about the things that don't matter. Okay. Some stuff that I want to say, but I don't even know if I'm going to say it because I'm like, do I want to put myself out there like that? But I'll just talk about my chair. My chair is a mess. Okay. My office was in my kitchen. When I started my business, my office was in my kitchen. I literally did not have a dining room table. I took the space where my dining room table was supposed to be, and I bought a really cheap desk from Walmart, and I bought a little $20 chair from Walmart, and that was my office. And I was just up against a blank wall. Actually, I was in front of like a utility closet. I'm in Florida, so I don't want to say it was a coat closet, but it was like a storage closet in my 1-bedroom apartment when I started Chris the Maximizer. I moved to my 2-bedroom apartment, and my office was in the living room. I had another little nook, but behind me was the steps to go downstairs in my house. I was in Baltimore with my family. I was at my sister's kitchen counter. The ex that I don't want to speak of lived in the hood, and I was in the hood against a white wall. Okay. People didn't care about my location. What's behind you really doesn't matter. Are you helping me solve my problem? Yes or no? Are you selling me something that's going to help me solve my problem? Yes or no? We think too much about all of that. People don't care about that. Look at some of your favorite TikToks. Where was Risa Tisa telling us all her business? She was in the car. She was in the house. She was at work. Nobody cared what she looked like or what she had on. We care so much about that. Just look presentable. Nobody's telling you to be dusty and crusty on the internet. Look presentable. A clean back wall. Don't worry about nothing. If you got to be in front of a door, hang up a sheet. You got to go buy a sheet from Dollar Tree. Hang up a sheet. That's it. That's it. The camera shy, we can talk about that. We can work on that, right? We can work on the camera shy. In my live boot camp, I'm going to tell you about it in a second, but in my live boot camp that I'm hosting at the end of this month, we talk about being able to go live with confidence, even if you're a little bit scared. But you just got to do it. Be presentable, be comfortable, but you just got to do it. Most people don't care what it looks like. As long as they can hear you, they can see you, and you're presentable. Simple. Okay? You can do it. You can do it. Hi, D. One thing I learned, forget them people. The judging one's not going to support anyway. Listen, if you got something to say about my background, send me some money so I can upgrade it. Okay? Because I was self-conscious about this chair. And the reason why my chair looks like this is because my child was like, "Ooh, mommy, your chair's peeling. Let me go ahead and peel it some more." And I was like, please don't peel my chair. It's a comfortable chair. This was the first chair I bought. When I got fired from my 9 to 5, I went out. I bought this really nice desk that I'm on right now. Okay. And I bought this really nice chair because I said, if I'm going to be fired and I'm going to work from home, I want a comfortable chair. If I'm going to be fired and I'm going to work from home and I'm going to run this business, I need a nice desk. I have a 1, 2, 3 tier, big ass, heavy ass glass desk that I absolutely love. It gives me, this desk is everything. I could definitely use an upgrade on my chair for sure, but the chair still works. It still rolls. The cushions are still good. My cat even ripped up the handles on the chair, but I don't care about that. I don't care that it looks like that. Okay. I really don't. I don't care that my background is fake aesthetically pleasing. You see this stuff behind me? Okay. That says, "Think positive, girl." That is my mantra for life. This was a Black History collab from Target that says "worthy." It's like different shades of black cans that says "worthy." This says, "I'm too creative for a 9 to 5." I found that in Ross or something. Absolutely love it. My last name is Sharp. So anytime I find something that says Sharp, I love it. My baby made me a picture. "I love you, mommy," by Kinsley. Fake aesthetically pleasing. It's all things that I love. If I show you my desk to this side, my wall, I got the calendar. I got my goals for the month. I got my yearly bingo card planner, notes to myself. If I turn it even more, hold on, my laptop's plugged in. If I turn it even more, We got more pictures from my baby. I have start each day with a grateful heart. Like, I'm surrounded by the things that motivate me and make me excited and make me happy. She said, could you show your desk? On YouTube, it's going to be hard to show my desk. Maybe one day I'll show my desk. It's a hot mess right now, but one day I'll show the desk. The people that are going to love you are going to love you. And the people that can't stand you, hopefully they just block you. It's simple. Simple. I've never had anybody be like, oh my God, your background sucks. Come on, accent. I felt that. Yeah, the Baltimore be coming out sometimes. Not all the time, but it comes out sometimes. Anyways, y'all, I didn't rant it completely off topic. But I hope that motivated you to show up. Show up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm surrounded by the things that I love. I'm surrounded by the things that motivate me. So I have a card over here from one of the first business conferences that I went to. It was called Creative at Heart, and it was for creative entrepreneurs, right? I'm really ranting right now, but whatever. We're going to go with it. And this is me, I'm being honest. This was an event, and there was like 92 white women, okay? And there was like 7 or 8 Black women and then other women, right? But it was like 90 white women in there. And when I tell you that these women were making thousands of dollars a month doing all kinds of creative things. There was lots of photographers, lots of wedding planners. There were VAs, there were OBMs, things that I didn't even know existed when I started in 2019. I felt like a fish out of water. I went there because the creator, Cash Moyer, she had done this coaching program before, and I went through her coaching program, and she was a wedding planner, and she was helping women like turn their business full time. Okay. So I had heard about her conference, and I was like, I want to go because I wanted to be around other business owners because I wasn't around that. This picture I look at every day because it's pink. Pink's my favorite color. And it says, here's to the creatives. What I learned at that conference, which I should have known this, but it was a mental block of myself for years. Because when I think of creativity, I think of art. That's what I thought of for years. I didn't realize that I was creative. I'm very creative, but I thought that I wasn't creative because I was not artistic. I went there. These women, I didn't even have a big YouTube audience at that point. I think maybe 15K, right? 15, I went in June, so maybe like 15-ish K, right? These women, low key, high key, fangirled over me. They were like, there's a woman here who makes money by teaching people how to coupon. What had happened was they was excited to meet me. They were excited to pick my brain. They were excited to ask me questions. And they were intrigued about how I came up with this because I literally, of course, I was the only person in that building with that type of business. But there's like 15 wedding photographers and 25 wedding planners and the VAs and the OBMs and all of that stuff that they were speaking a different language to me. I didn't even know about an email list at this point, right? Those women helped me realize that I was more creative than I ever thought. Like, I've always been like this, but I didn't allow myself to see how creative I was. So looking at here's to the creatives and pink pretty flowers every day makes me feel so good. Like, I know this is so random, but like the stuff around me makes me feel happy. Y'all want to see the ratchet sticky note that's been on my monitor? I have these 2 sticky notes that have been on my monitor. Y'all would never see these, but we're here now. I have ask, believe, receive. This is something that I learned from high school in cheerleading because my cheer coach, love her. She would make us visualize our routines. And she would be like, you have to ask for it. You have to believe that you're going to get it and be ready to receive it. And we would lay down, close our eyes, and do our whole routine, but visualizing ourselves doing a routine. And she said this to us all the time. And it's something that I wrote this. When I got fired, I filled up my desk. The sticky note has been with me since 2019. Okay. It has been through different states and whatever. Now, this one, yes, I be cussing. I'm effing amazing. I got to remind myself every day. Every freaking day. Anytime I feel less than, anytime I feel unworthy, and that one says worthy up there, I just look at this. I'm effing amazing. No matter what, I'm amazing. And I got all the evidence to support that. So, off of this tangent, be surrounded with the things that make you happy and make you motivated, and forget what anyone else has to say. Forget what they have to say. And if they don't like it, guess what? They don't gotta watch. They can go watch someone else. Okay? So, back to the point of creating a social media strategy for your business. Point number 3 was content pillars. Content pillars. Content pillars, 3 to 5 topics. She says, I'm going to write your quote on a post-it. Oh, there's a lot of Krista Maximizer quotes, especially like from my couponing days. I have a lot of Krista Maximizer in If you don't mind, people are always saying I'm extra. Okay. And guess what? We are all extra. Extra is nothing compared to I talk too much and I'm too loud and I always have something to say. You want to know what? People literally pay me to talk to them. I'm getting paid right now to talk to you because one of my YouTube channels is monetized. And some of y'all are going to be my clients. So me talking right now is securing future sales for myself. So people who say that you're extra, oh, well, they don't get you. They don't understand you. They're not your people. Extra is good. They're mad because they're just basic. Some people are just basic. Some people are just mediocre. Let them live in their basic mediocreness. I'm extra. I'm animated. I'm amazing. Okay. I'm a damn good coach. Okay. And as much as everybody told me I talk too much, even my own mother, sit down, shut up, go in your room, read a book. You talk too much. She tell me that to this day. No shade to her, but to this day, she tells me I talk too much. And I'm like, it's fine. The internet literally pays me to talk. When I got my first YouTube check and they paid me $342 to make videos about couponing, I said, these people are paying me to talk about couponing? Oh, I'm quitting this job. I can get paid. Like, I literally got paid to talk. Y'all have been telling me to shut up for years. Is somebody gonna pay me to talk? Like, people pay me to talk to them. So you be extra. You be extra every day. Okay? Be yourself every day. And if they're not with it, they can get lost. I know D is eating this up. This is not where this live was supposed to go, but I'm not even mad at it, right? I'm not even mad at it. Amen is right. Close-minded people. Yes. I can relate to that. I was always in trouble because I was asking why. And now sharing the why is going to make you money. The why is why people buy. Okay. I know you over there rolling like, Chris, what are you doing? You know, the Holy Spirit be sending you in a way, and sometimes you just gotta go because this is not where this live was supposed to go. But obviously, I needed to say this. The ladies that are watching needed to hear this, and we needed to go here. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Be extra. Don't let anyone ever dim your light. And when we get to the live part of because we're only on number 3, y'all, and I think I have like 7 or 8 talking points, and I've already been on live for 44 minutes. But I don't care. I don't got nothing to do. I don't got no time constraints. My kids over here saying, "Don't worry about it, sweetheart." That's so funny. I love that. It's like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart." Okay, let me at least attempt to get back on track. But I hope that my rant was helpful for y'all. And me sharing a little bit of my story. Okay, see how I'm sharing my story? It makes me more relatable, right? Your audience wants to hear that. You're a small business. And when you're thinking about showing up on social media, share as much as your business that you feel comfortable sharing. Some people don't share a lot, which is fine. But what are things that you have done that you feel comfortable sharing that you can share with your audience that's relatable in relation to your business? Me talking is in relation to my business because I talk. I'm a coach. That's relatable. I'm naturally an oversharer anyway, but me talking is relatable, right? Me showing you and telling you the reason why I have the things around me that I do is relatable because someone asked me a question or made a statement about the background, right? So, anywho, we talked about content pillars. The next step in creating a social media strategy for your business is my favorite C word that a lot of people hate. Okay. How often are you going to post content? I.e., what's your level of consistency? I know we hate hearing that word, but I'm going to tell you it is the God's honest truth. Consistency equals cash. My 6-month one-on-one coaching program is called Content, Consistency, and Cash Coaching. If you consistently create content, you consistently will create cash. Intentional content. You can't just throw spaghetti at the wall and pray that you get a sale. That's not what works. Intentional content, consistently posted, leads to consistent sales in your business. How often are you going to show up? I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to give you some suggested guidelines. Okay. So when it comes to long form content, so if you're doing YouTube long form, 8 to 10-minute videos, 1 video a week is your bare minimum, 2 videos a week if you can do it. So if YouTube long form is your main platform, 1 video a week, 2 if you can help it. Every other platform, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, your level of consistency should be 3 to 5 videos per week. When you are in the audience building stage and no one knows who you are, and you got a physical product that you are going to be selling, you have an epic service that you're going to be delivering, people need to see you, people need to hear you, they need to learn about you. So 3 to 5 videos a week. Videos a week. Now I have a client that I'm working with, and she's starting off with more voiceovers, but she's voiceovering her process of making her tea. So although she's not face to camera, she's showing us her making the tea, and then she's voiceovering a story or telling us what she's doing. But she is going to be posting. I think she's doing 2 times for her life because she has like 3 businesses. But anywho, 3 to 5 times per week. Well, Crystal, which one do I pick? You pick based on your level of consistency. So if right now you're barely posting once a week, you should go with 3. Don't try to jump out the gate at 5, because what happens is if you're like, I'm going to post 5 times a week, and then that first week you only post 2 times, you already feel defeated. You already feel like you failed. So we're going to start low and go high. So if you barely post once a week now, go with 3. 3 videos a week. 3 videos a week. Do we have to have a business or something to sell? No. If you're creating content, then no. But my question for you is, what's your end game? What's your purpose for creating content? Are you creating content because you want to be an influencer? Are you creating content because you want to do affiliate deals? Or are you just creating content for the sake of creating content? The tips specifically that I'm sharing are for people who have a product or service that they want to sell. Hey, Pauline, thank you so much for joining. I haven't posted anything in over 3 years. And what's your business, Kristen? What's your business, or are you looking to start one? So 3 to 5 video a week. So if you are in the audience building phase, like we talked about in number 2, if your goal is to build an audience, you want to post 3 videos a week, bare minimum, sharing the why, the connection content, the what and the why of your business, the what and the why of your industry, the what and the why of your story, your content pillars. You got 3 to 5 content pillars. If you got 3 content pillars, you're posting 3 times a week. Every week, post about 1 content pillar. Share a why of one of your content pillars. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Technically, I don't have one, but I've been budget coaching for over 10 years for friends and family. Okay. Is that something that you want to do more publicly and make sales from? So, what is your level of consistency? What is your level of consistency? And also, do you want to add a live into that? If you want to add a live into that, I suggest you add a live every other week to start. If you haven't been going live consistently and you're not sure, to start off, 2 lives a month. So your 3 pieces of content per week, video content, and then 2 lives per month. Okay? Live is my favorite thing. Now, before I talk about live anymore, okay, I want to talk to you about this content because we're creating a content strategy for our business. In order to stay consistent, you have to plan your content. I teach my clients to plan their content for the month. I know I've already been on live for 50 minutes. I want to thank y'all for being here. I'm about to go for a little bit more because we're still only at number 5. This is number 5 right now, and this is a big one, okay? So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. Number 5 is big. Remember when I say consistency is key? The key to being consistent is planning. I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. If you are trying to figure out what to post the day you're posting, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. If you're like, Crystal, you want me to post 3 times a week, but I don't know what to post, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. If you are scrolling social media for content ideas or inspiration, put a number 1 in the chat. If you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to come up with 3 videos to post a week, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. If you're like, I don't even know what to say in the videos that I'm posting 3 times a week, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat. Thank you. You're dropping gems. You're so welcome. I bought a content planner, used it once. Yeah. The way I'm about to tell you to plan content has nothing to do with a planner. You can do it on a piece of paper. You can do it in a Google Doc. You can do it in an Excel sheet. You can do it in a Word document. I highly suggest you do it electronically. Okay. Content planners are very much like budget planners. They want you to fill in the numbers, but you have to have the knowledge of the numbers to fill in. You have to have the knowledge of the content that you want to plan, right? You have to know that. My process teaches you that. My process is called PBS. Plan, batch, and schedule. These 3 steps are going to help you have a month's worth of content. Are you ready? Planning stage. We're going to sit down. I've already told you to have your content pillars. So you need to have your 3 to 5 content pillars. You got it? You're posting 3 times a week, and we're just going to use good old Instagram as old faithful, right? You're posting 3 times a week, 3 Instagram videos. If we're posting 3 times a week, there's 4 weeks in a month on average. We need how many videos for the month? 12. 12 videos for the month. You see how I did that? You're posting 3 times a week. 3 times 4 weeks is 12 videos. We have our content pillars. Crystal, where do I get the content ideas? There's videos on my YouTube channel for this. There really is. Okay. You need 12 video ideas. If you have 5 content pillars, 2 from each of them, right? 5, 10, yeah. 2 from each of them, and then a third from 2, and you got 12 video ideas. Look at your content pillars. But in my YouTube videos and my lives, I'm going to tell you this to get the content ideas. I know I'm giving y'all a lot. You're probably like, this is too much, but whatever. I'm here now, so I got to do it. What questions are people asking you? What questions are people asking Google? What questions are people asking on your competitors' videos? The what and the why of your story, the what and the why of your business, the what and the why of your industry. Frequently ask questions about your industry. Frequently ask questions about your business. Okay. Go to Google and scroll down to what other questions people are asking. Go into your main platform, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and do a search of your business industry area. What pieces of content are coming up? What content gaps can you fill in? If you use YouTube, YouTube literally tells you the type of content that the app is missing. I just gave you like 12 ways to come up with content ideas. Okay. You are going to decide all 12 of your video topics for the month at once. What are your 12 videos? Okay. Once you decide your 12 videos, you're going to outline those 12 videos, meaning what are your 3 to 5 talking points, 2 to 3 talking points for each of those videos. You've planned your content. You've decided how often you're showing up, 3 times a week. You've planned how many videos you need for the month, 12. You've decided your video topics for the month and you've outlined them. Step 2 is to batch. You're doing Instagram videos. That means they're going to be 1 to 2 minutes long at most. That means you technically are only going to be recording at most 24 minutes of content. Okay. You're going to block out 90 minutes on your calendar. You're going to find a day, you're going to find 90 minutes, or you're going to do 2 like 1 hour sessions. You're going to find 90 minutes. You're going to come up with 4 shirts or 3 shirts. Okay. You're going to do whatever it takes for you to feel the best. You got to do your makeup. You got to do your hair, get dressed. You want 3 different shirts. Your videos are already outlined. On that day, that 90 minutes, you're going to film all 12 videos. I know you guys are probably like, this woman's insane, but I promise you, it's going to change your life. You're going to film all 12 of those videos. You're going to do 4 videos in 1 shirt. Then you're going to drink some water, go to the bathroom, put a new shirt on. Before you put the new shirt on, make sure you take some still pictures because you need still pictures, right? Especially if you're going to be putting anything on YouTube, if you want to post in your stories, if you want to make a carousel post, you're dressed up, you're feeling good. Take some still pictures, okay? Switch to your second shirt, record your next 4 videos, take some still pictures, drink some water, go to the bathroom, change into your third shirt, take some still videos, take some still pictures, record your videos, you're done. Save the videos in your draft with the date that the video is going to be posted and the title of that video, the topic of that video. Save it in your Instagram drafts. You are batched. Last is schedule. This is Instagram. On every platform you can schedule except for TikTok. You got to do it on the laptop. Third step is schedule. You're going to schedule out the content. So you know that you're posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you're going to go in. What videos are for the first week? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're going to edit them. You're going to schedule them. The next week, if you're posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, by Sunday, you're going to edit them. You're going to schedule them. My client texted me yesterday, Crystal, I've already scheduled my 2 videos for this week. I said, okay, start working on the 2 for next week. She's like, yes, ma'am. She's already got most of them recorded. She's already got them all out. They're already recorded. Now she just has to edit and schedule. You're going to do that. Now, if you can edit and schedule 2 weeks at a time, cool. I hate editing. So I batch record them all and I edit I edit every week. So every week I try to edit at least 2 videos so that I'm good for 2 weeks. But if every week I edit 2, I'm always ahead. Am I making sense to you? Yes or no? She said, I've always wondered how people do that. Simple. You scheduled your content. Even if it's not scheduled, you have recorded all your content for the month. So if you get inspired, hey, Erica, if you get inspired and you want to record something else, absolutely record it. If you get motivated and they're like, oh, there's a piece of content I want to create, you can create it. Doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be posted this month. It can be saved for the future, or you can absolutely use it for, or you can absolutely use it for this current month and put it in, or you save it for the next month. But that is how you stay consistent. The secret to being consistent on social media is to plan, batch, and schedule. You have to plan out your content, batch it, and schedule it. Now, when I was doing couponing videos, new deals started on Sunday. So I couldn't batch for a month my deals. But like if I was doing any like how to coupon at Walgreens, this is the best tips for CVS, I would batch those out in a big group. And then on Sunday, I will go to all of my stores on Sunday. So I will go to like 3 or 4 stores on Sunday, record all the content, and then I would drip out 1 video for Sunday, 1 video for Monday, 1 video for Tuesday. And then I'd have Wednesday through Saturday off. And then I'd go back to the store on Sunday and then record for all my stores and then do that. And then Dollar General on Saturday if I did Dollar General. How do we edit? I struggle though. Okay, so I'm not the editing queen. I edit my YouTube videos in iMovie. It depends on the platform that you're in, what editing software you use. I am not big on editing. I clean record, so my editing is very minimal. For that, I would say go to YouTube to find the best app to edit for based on the platform that you're doing. When I was recording in TikTok, I edited right in TikTok. But for my YouTube videos, I edit in iMovie. And then I know some people for vertical videos edit in CapCut. So I'm not the editing professional, but I would say YouTube, some videos on how to edit. Okay. So if you want to stay consistent in your social media strategy, you want to plan, batch, and schedule. We're almost to the end now. We're almost to the end because I've been yapping for an hour now. All your pieces of content need a call to action. What do I mean? What do you want your audience to do after they watch your piece of content? Do you know what I want you to do? I want you to subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. And if you are a business owner and you have a little bit of an audience and you are ready to go live, I want you to join me for my live bootcamp, which is my 2-day live training where I am going to help you create a strategy to go live in your business, to live on social media for your business to make more sales. You're going to leave with your live game plan, meaning you're going to know your lives for the next month, outline, prepared, ready to go. You're going to feel confident. You're going to know how to show up on social media. You're going to know what to say. You're going to know how to say it. And most importantly, you're going to be able to sell without saying buy. You're not going to have to say buy at all because you're going to be focused on the why. So I'm going to teach you how to sell your product as a solution to the problem. So my call to action for you is to subscribe to my YouTube channel and go save your seat in my live bootcamp at KristenMaximizer.com/bootcamp. Not only do you get two-hour trainings with me, you get a workbook so that you can take action. So when you leave bootcamp, everything that you need is all laid out in that workbook. You're going to get access to the live training recordings for 30 days. You're going to get them for the whole month of February. And then best of all, everybody who comes to the live bootcamp gets a 15-minute one-on-one coaching call with me. It is linked on my profile right now. Yes, if you go click that link, it should be the first link that says live bootcamp. The bootcamp, it is $149, but Klarna and Afterpay and Affirm is there. If you want to break it up into 4 easy payments, baby, that's your business. But you get all of that. It's like 4 hours of coaching with me, and it's live on Zoom. So you're going to be able to ask me questions. And I go to every single person individually. This isn't pre-recorded. This isn't I only talk to you. It's on Zoom. So that means you're going to be able to talk to me. I'm going to be able to talk to you. I go to every single person that's on Zoom. Every single person gets to ask a question. And then once everybody asks one question, I open the floor for all the questions. There's about 45 minutes baked in for just questions. And you get that 15-minute one-on-one call with me. So it's a very intimate experience with me, and you get to experience what coaching is like with me, okay? Spots are limited, and everyone who signs up for Live Bootcamp gets to be on my wall of fame, which is why I have the logo for Live Bootcamp printed out. And then everybody will get a sticky note with their name on it on the wall of fame when you get a seat. This live bootcamp will sell out. It won't be back for a while. So if you want to work with me, this is the lowest price possible to work with me, number one. But number two, you'll leave with a live strategy, a strategy to go live on your social media platform. Okay. All the details are linked in my bio. There's a info video on the website as well, so you can check it out. But it's KristenMaximizer.com/bootcamp. If you have any questions, let me know. But you need a call to action on every piece of content. What do you want your audience to do? It could be to follow you. It could be to subscribe. It could be to comment. It could be to send you a DM. It could be to go buy something. But you want to make sure that your audience has a clear call to action on every single piece of content. And you don't want it to just be bye, 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 bye. I've been talking to y'all for an hour and 5 minutes. I spent 3 minutes talking about the boot camp. I spent an hour giving you all this juicy goodness. So you just want to make sure that your content is really helping your ideal client in some form or fashion. Even if it is simply just sharing your story, you're helping them to understand you a little bit better. You're helping them to relate to you a little bit better. That's important because people need to know you, like you, and trust you before they buy from you. And the more that you share your why, the more that they will know you, like you, and trust you and buy from you. And then my last tip for you, engage with your audience. Social media is meant to be social, and we are not big creators on social media. So engage with your audience. What do I mean? Respond to every comment, respond to your DMs. Okay, respond to your emails if someone emails you. Um, Give some thoughtful feedback to your audience. I want you to think about someone commenting on your page as this. Let's just say you have a storefront business and people can come into your storefront and purchase your products. Could you imagine if someone walked into your store and you didn't greet them, right? Or if someone walked into your store and they're like, oh my gosh, Crystal, I love these pink walls. Can you tell me why you chose that pink? And when they said that to me, all I did to them was, that's what a like is. If someone is new and they're saying something more than just like thank you or you're welcome, and they say something with inflection like, oh my gosh, this piece of content was so helpful. This helped me so much. I can't wait to implement. Say something back. Come up with something. Go look at their page. Ask them a question. Give them something. Engage with them. This is a potential client, a potential customer, someone who is interested in your world. Engage with them. That also helps your piece of content on social media. The more comments, the more likes, the more activity on that piece of content, the more the platform is going to push that content out to the world. Engage with your audience. Don't be too snobby. Engage with your audience. Okay? So, I know I've been talking for an hour, but these are my tips for creating a social media strategy for your business. I would love to open the floor for questions. What questions do we have? Questions, comments, concerns about creating a strategy on social media, growing your business, or the live bootcamp, which I'm very excited for live bootcamp. Bootcamp is happening June 26th and 28th, and it's from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will be on Zoom. So you can see me, I can see you, you can see the slides, and we're going to get it in, okay? If you're like, you know what, Crystal, I'm not quite ready to go live, but I do need help, make sure you get on my email list, and you can book a free sales call with me. I also have one-on-one coaching available. If you're like, I'm not ready to go live yet, I don't even have my ducks in a row, there's still a way for us to work together. So if you're on TikTok, you can fill out this form with your name, your email, and your phone number. I'll add you to my email list, and then you can book a sales call. And I can let you know if the one-time strategy session is great for you or my 6-month one-on-one coaching. Live Bootcamp is really for you if you already have a little bit of an audience and you've already been posting somewhat consistently and you're really ready to go live. You've been trying to go live, but it's just not working. You've gone live before and you don't know what to say. No one's watching, no one's buying. You're not really making sales on live, and you're ready to take your content to the next level with live. That's who the bootcamp is for. If you're still getting it all together, we got one-on-one coaching for that, babe. And don't wait. Now is the time to get your business started so you can flourish all 2025. Get your live strategy together right now so you can flourish in 2025. You've struggled alone enough. It's time to get some help. Okay? So, if you don't have any questions, can you let me know in the comments, was this helpful for you? Yes or no? Kristen says you've given me a lot to consider. That's good to hear. Was this helpful? Yes or no? Kristen says yes. Awesome. One yes is enough for me because I really do enjoy doing this. I really do. I really enjoy this. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can watch this replay. And those of you who are ready for the live bootcamp, get your spot because it is going to sell out. Don't wait till the last minute. It's going to sell out. Spots are going to sell out. And I'm excited to help you with your live strategy. Yes, very thankful. You're so welcome. Y'all are so welcome. Y'all are so welcome. Any other questions before I go? Because I've been yapping for an hour. Just yapping away. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate y'all so much. I go through these phases where I have my favorite pens, and my favorite pens, most of them have dried out. So I really need to order a fresh pack. But I have so many pens that I'm trying not to be wasteful and like just keep reordering the ones that I like the most and like use up some of these other ones. So I really like the Papermate Flare in black. And I had bought like a 12 pack and I had like two 4 packs. So I want to say I had like 20 of those pens in the past like year. They've all dried out, pretty much all the black ones. So I had like 3 packs of the colored ones. And I have these ones from Erin Condren, which has a fine point. I don't really like the fine point. Then it has the big side, but the big side be too big, the fine side's too fine. But I wrote on a sticky note yesterday with this. Like I wrote a note for Kinsley to do her school, and I was like, I like it. So I'm gonna put these in my bag so I'm gonna use these. But I'm trying to avoid buying new pens and use these up until these dry out. You know? Quick question. How did you get your yap game so tight and effective? You think this is tight and effective? I don't have no answer to that besides the most ratchet answer. I was born like this. Um, and I've done a lot of sales training. I was born to talk. I've always been a talker. But I've also had a lot of like sales training. I've also been coached very well. And coached by a black woman too. Shout out to D, right? I've been coached very well, but I've always been a talker. So I don't even know if I can give you any tips on my yap game because it literally comes natural to me. It's one of those things where it's always been a part of me. So I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I'm just naturally like this in everyday life. And I just apply my business tenets to it. So I wish I had a better answer, but like I was just born like this. And then I've just developed my storytelling in a way where I'm telling the story of what needs to be told, but also letting you know that I have services that are going to help you get more of what you want. So that's my sales pitch without saying, buy my boot camp, because I'm definitely not saying that. But I will let you know how my live boot camp can help you and why it's going to help you and why it's important, right? Because going live is the most authentic you can be with your audience, right? Whether some of you buy from me or not, you've learned a lot tonight. A lot of you are encouraged and motivated from this live. And this level of energy, I cannot give you in a pre recorded video. It just doesn't work like that. I would have never gone on the rants and the tangents that I went on in a pre recorded video because I didn't have the energy from the audience. So live has really changed my life in the sense of like I've made most of my sales on live. Most of my audience buys from me after a live because of how authentic and engaging it is and because I can answer their questions. So I hope that answers your question. It's a combination of natural raw talent and me having to talk for work and school for years. I do the same. I keep buying pens because my favorite run out. Meanwhile, I have 72 other pens. I have a drawer of pens downstairs. A drawer of pens. A drawer of pens, D. This, look, I'm going to show y'all. This is just the ones on my desk. Shout out to TikTok for the mug. And it says main character energy on the side, and then TikTok. TikTok sent me this. And then I have this one. But like a lot of these pens, okay, so this section, besides these ones that I bought, these were all given to me when I did collaborations with Erin Condren, because I would never buy these, but they sent these to me. I am not a thin, do you see how thin that tip is? I'm not a thin tip kind of girl. Like I write too big for that, but I do like these. They're like thin on one side, and then it's like highlighter-esque on the other side, and they're like a little lighter than the other. And then they give you a lot of these, a chisel on one side, and then super fine, like Erin Condren. Why is everything super fine? And then they came up with these things, which I thought were so dumb. It's like a felt tip, but it's a big one. I said it was dumb, but I think I like the way that one just wrote. Look at me. I haven't written with one of these in forever. So I have all of these. So I'm just encouraging myself to use the pens that I have and stop trying to buy new ones. Because I mean, and also I have a bunch of these kind of black pens, which I'm off of ballpoints. But I have these black pens, and oh, I think, is these black? Oh, it's not. This writes purple. I have so many different pens over here. So if I really want a black pen, I told myself I need to get out one of these black pens and use one of those. And if I don't want it, then tough shit. Use something else. Because I have a whole drawer of pens downstairs. Like if I go and show y'all the drawer of pens, it's disgusting. I got a whole drawer of pens. So I grabbed these. I'm gonna put these in my bag. Because I feel like I just threw out 3 more pens like in the past 3 days. So I'm gonna put these in my backpack. So when I have to write in my journal, because I've been journaling every day, 8 days in a row, shout out to my consistency. I don't run out. Because why? Why? And that's just it. I got some more pens over here. And this bag used to be full of pens too, but I think I took most of my look. See, I just got pens everywhere. And this is my X-Acto knife from when I was a planner girl. Because here's more of the other pens. I can put some of these out here because they in this bag just rotten. X-Acto knife. Let me not show that on TikTok before they say that I'm showing harmful objects. They got pens everywhere. So I was just being wasteful. So, I was like, you know what? I'm not ordering no more pens. I'm trying to be much better about spending my money because it's like, it's wasteful for me to go and order another pack of pens when I literally have all of these pens that I could use. They may not be my favorite pen, but they work. And I'm not writing no dissertation or nothing. I'm literally writing notes to myself and God. I can write with these pens. I'm just being extra bougie. Because then I'll start buying pens and I don't need to be spending no extra money. It's just wow. Work that muscle. I keep showing up and be strategic. Yes, D. That's fair. I can't tame natural. I know. And I'm unapologetic about it. Yes. I love a good pen. Me too. Yeah. I love it. I love it here. I forget who I was talking to. And I was just like, sometimes I'll be like, wow, this is my job. This is what I get to do. I get paid to talk. Like, if you would have told 12-year-old Crystal that she would get paid to talk, she would laugh in your face. If you told 18-year-old Crystal that she would get paid to talk, she would laugh in your face. I didn't realize it didn't click to me until I was 29 years old that I could get paid to talk when YouTube paid me that money. But before that, I guess I should have known because I've done customer service stuff all the time. And when you're in customer service, you literally get paid to talk. But you negate that kind of experience and you don't think about that as like getting paid to talk. But yeah, the younger versions of me, even before I started my YouTube channel, like, I don't think I would have believed you if you said like, you're going to get paid to talk on social media. I would have laughed like, you're insane. Like, I got a whole master's in HR. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be like somebody's HR manager. And when I originally wanted to start a business, I wanted to be like a small HR department for businesses who couldn't afford an HR partner all year. Like, that literally was the business that I wanted. And then it was like, ew, I don't want to be in HR. Yuck. But I have a whole master's in HR. But I was in recruiting more than I was doing HR stuff. So like it was more sales and not HR. But to even think that that was a dream of mine, it's like, damn, I ain't doing none of that. And I don't want to either. So it's just very much a blessing to get paid to talk. And the big kid in me is like, I get paid to do what I want. I get paid to talk to people. And like brands have paid me thousands of dollars to be me. Like, if you would have told me that, I couldn't believe it. Like, they're like, hey, Crystal, I like you. Talk just like that. Just talk just like that about our stuff. And I'm just like, be so for real right now. I have struggled to find my niche after I got paralyzed. Oh. So do you think that the budgeting coaching is where you want to go, or do you want to do something else? And don't pigeonhole yourself. Like, I want you to open up your mind. And one exercise I do with my clients is if money and time and resources was no option, like, what would you do to make money? What would you do for 5 years for free? Because if I hit the lottery and I became like a gazillionaire, I would still go around and teach women how to save and make money. Like, that would be something that would still make me so excited to do. I can't do it for free right now. This is the only thing you can get for free from me is the social media live and that sales call. But the sales call is leading to paid. So it's for free, but the goal of it is for me to sell you one of my services, right? Because I got bills to pay and I can't afford to do much more than a live for free right now. But if I did have all the money, I would do that. I would be going around teaching people how to save money and how to start businesses. Literally. So it's something that I could do for free, right? So ask yourself that if you could do something for free for 5 years, or what makes you so excited, or like what is your dream job or business or thing that you want to create? Money and time are no object. You can do whatever you want. And really, like, just get to the core of it. Oh my God, D, I literally just remember what we need to talk about, and I'm gonna write it down right now. You're about to get a ratchet boxer message from me. Oh my God. I just if she's still watching, I just thought of it. Oh my God. Oh, okay, y'all, I gotta go now because I gotta go because I gotta message my biz bestie. Okay, so this has been a great live, right? This has been a super great live. Thank all of y'all for joining. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, get on my email list, and then we can talk from there. But my YouTube channel is Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS, Build a Business with Chris. And then my website is Chris the Maximizer if you want to get on the email list. It's also linked to my profile, all the places. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I will be live tomorrow, and that'll be the end of my week. Next week might be a little bit different because I might have to do something one of those days. But regardless, I'll be live 4 times next week. Don't know exactly the days, but I'll be live 4 times. And yeah. So y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.